Why is this thing? Oh, here we go. Hey, hello,
Hello.
hello, hello. Hey, Reggie, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Your favorite subject,
Yep.
Islam.
Debunking is Islam. Yes, 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 yes.
There's a reason why I've asked you to join on this particular live,
Okay.
and I will tell you in a minute. Hey, Deep State Annex, hello, good to see you. Can you guys hear me okay? I can hear myself echoing. Hey,
I don't hear an
Gerwal.
echo on my end.
No? No echo?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. Right. So, Reggie, I will tell you why I got you in on this subject. So, I was watching this video, and apparently, this video says there is a lot of myths and things that people have got wrong about Islam,
Okay.
which they were trying to correct. Right? Are you are you broadcasting on your channel? Are you broadcasting on
Yes,
yours?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Joe
He
Walk.
is
Thank you for
broadcasting on
asking too.
yours. Right. Okay. So, Reggie, apparently there are things that we don't know about Islam. There are things that we've gotten wrong. There are things that we have been uh, misinformed about, right? So, Reggie, you and I are new to Islam, fairly new. And so, based off what you know, the little that I think you know, the little that I think you know, I
Hmm.
want you to watch this video and everyone else, right? Let's watch this and see whether these people are the person speaking or the person who's talking about Islam, if they're being truthful or not, if it is or if it's just a pack of lies. And if we can get evidences to counter everything that they're saying. Because it's one thing to come out and paint the religion as everything, paint it with this very colorful brush. It's innocent, it's peaceful, it's loving, it's all these things. But when we go and look at the
Uh,
evidence says otherwise. So this is why I've got you here. Right. Please like and subscribe. Exactly. Like, share. Do share. That's one thing y'all don't do is share. Deep State Annex, how are you? I hope you're doing well, Deep State Annex. Right, and thank you for putting the link to Godless's channel on
Thank
the. So please go subscribe to Godless because Godless Reggie is about to start. What's the name of the what you're about to start?
you. Myths, lies, and confusion.
Mm. And what's that about?
Excuse me. I'm misrepresenting it. I'm thinking about. I'm looking dead at at the screen in front of me. It's faith, lies, and confusion. Excuse me. It's a show that basically talks about some of the things that we're talking about. Um, I don't really want to make it like love and hip hop so much. I don't really want it to
Mhm.
be ghetto, but I really want it to be more of an educational um type show because most people that are in any faith, they really don't know what they believe in. It just was passed down to them from their parents.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Passed down. Right. Get work is on your channel. He's on your wait.
Thank you, Joe.
This means, I think this means he's on your channel. Get work is all over the place. All right, let's get started. Before we start the actual video, right? We're gonna play just two short clips, two short videos, and see. Just have a feel for the religion, right? Have a little feel for the religion, okay? Right. Let's share the screen. I'm going to need your help on this particular one. I really am going to need your help because you will help you might be able to help with some uh verses and things. Okay, well, where is that
Is
video?
Joe Walk Muslim? I mean, former Muslim.
Get Work has had some has had his leg in there at some
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Yes. Well, he can tell you all himself. In I think Get Work had a girlfriend, or was it girlfriend, or a partner who was in the religion, and I think he dabbled in as well.
Okay.
Tried to, yeah. So yeah, but Get Work can tell us all about that. Right. So where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Just give me a second. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Um. Right. This is just one of those videos. One second. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, let's share.
That you cannot.
So this guy, I think his name is Mohammed Hijab, right? Over in the UK. Yeah, UK is quite liberal, and so the UK just everyone can be whoever they are. And this was recently at a rally. A lot of Muslims gathered around, right? These are
Okay.
educated people. They're up there. They're people that you would think, that you can say, oh, um, top, they're like cream up there. But because of their belief in the religion, or belief in this religion, this is what the religion would make them do. No.
That you cannot beat and defeat an enemy. That when they look at the barrel, the bottom of the barrel of the gun, they see paradise. We don't care about death, in fact. We don't care about martyrdom. Please make us martyrs. You cannot beat us. We're the unbeatable enemy.
Did you hear him, Reggie? Did you hear him?
Yeah, say
Hear what he says.
make us martyrs. Enemy. That when they look at the barrel, the bottom of the barrel of the gun, they see paradise. We don't care about death, in fact. We don't care about martyrdom. Please make us martyrs. You cannot beat us. We're the unbeatable enemy.
They are the unbeatable enemy. This is in reference to Jews, just so you know. This is in reference to uh Jewish people. This is, I think, what's the title of it? What's it called? Hijab at a rally, right? The world's oldest and most influential Jewish newspaper. Yeah, this is a Jewish chronicle, and I think this is directed to the Jews. And so when someone who is one of the biggest apologists on YouTube, right, is saying things like this, be very afraid. Be afraid, because these people are ready to die for the religion. They're not messing about. They're ready to go. What are your thoughts, Reggie?
Well, I kind of disagree with you, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't
Really?
yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
condone violence or nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
But I always say this, and I'm critical about Muslims and Islam, and the reason why I'm always critical of them, well, there's a lot of reasons, but the main reason why I'm critical of them is because I feel like they never take a stand for their own people, for the Palestinians. So
Mm.
if that's his stance, if he's saying that in reference to what's happening to his people in Palestine, or if he's a Palestinian, if he's saying it in that sense, I agree with him. But
Okay, awesome.
if he's just saying that just to try to incite whatever is going on wherever he's at. Well, it can't be Palestine because he's speaking English. But if he's just doing that to just incite a war or whatever,
Hmm.
then it's crazy. But if he's doing it in defense, I understand him.
You see, some of these people, they're all talk. They're all talk, no action. They're all mouth. I mean, look at look at the person talking. I mean, look at him. He looks like someone who is eating. He's eating, and he's got the meat. This man doesn't look like someone who's ready to go to no war anytime soon. I mean, look at
I
him.
agree.
Look at him. So
All right.
Get Work says, I'm an ex-Muslim via an ex-fiance, only 4 to 5 years. Did it for love.
Oof. Well, let me ask you, Gerwalk, did you believe it? Or you
Hmm.
just, I mean, I'm just asking, I'm not trying to be rude to you or nothing, but did you
That's a
really
good
believe it, or you
question.
just did it? Did you just do it literally for love, like you're saying?
That is a good question. That's a good question to ask because a lot of people are converting for love, right? Converting for love. And so, do- are you converting for the sake of that person, or are you converting because you think, wow, this is wonderful? Now, saying that, there's some people whose lives I've been following, and they've converted for love. There's one person who she has even moved to the Middle East. I would bring her. I will talk about her in the next few days. I've just been working. There's so much going on with her. I would love to talk about these people who are converting or reverting for love. So Get Walk says, I'm not a secular spirit apostate Aladdin or holy humanist. Okay.
Somebody start saying it
Uh,
across to the line.
has Mr. Hijab looked at the barrel of a gun yet? Nah, he not yet. So you're an ex-Quaker on the mother's side and culturally Jewish on the father's side.
Man, you done
Oh,
did a lot of stuff in
interesting.
your life, Gerwalk.
I know Islam and oh wow.
Is
Right.
your mom from
So
Pennsylvania?
why Pennsylvania?
Because there's a lot of Quakers from Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh. I wouldn't know that.
That's not the
Okay,
only
now
place.
sorry. Go on. Sorry, I interrupted. Go
No,
on.
I was just saying that's not the only state that they're from, but there is a lot of them that are from there.
Okay. So we're going to do something now. We're going to go over and look at the video in question. Right. Let's see. Where did the video go? Where is it? Right. Give me a second to find it. Oh, it's football on tonight. England is playing. England is playing the Netherlands. I think. My son is watching. I can hear the football going. Okay. So this is the video right here.
I gotta wait till fall for
So.
football.
Book of Islam serves as the primary source of guidance for Muslims.
Oh, up this just a little bit. Okay. So this video is titled Islamic Myth Busters, debunking the common misconceptions about Islam, right? So, this is welcome to the first episode. Welcome to the first episode of Islamic Mythbusters, where we debunk common myths, misconceptions, and stereotypes about Islam and Muslims. Join us as we provide factual information and clarification on Islamic teachings and principles. So, in this episode, we will be talking about um, Islam promotes violence, right? They're going to try and tell you that Islam does not promote violence. Number two, that Muslim women are oppressed. No, they're going to try and tell you that Muslim women are not oppressed. And Muslims don't integrate into society. They're going to try and tell you that no, that
Yeah.
okay. So if you spot a lie, please make a note, let me know, tag me, at me, just stop me and say, ding ding, that's one lie spotted, right? Okay, let's do this.
Unveiling the Truth, a Journey of Understanding. Islam, a religion of peace and compassion, has often been misrepresented in mainstream narratives. This essay embarks on a journey to unveil the truth about Islam, debunking common myths and shedding light on its true essence. By exploring the Quran's teachings, the Prophet Muhammad's example, and the lives of Muslims worldwide, we aim to foster understanding and bridge the gap between perceptions and reality. The Islamic faith, like many world religions, emphasizes peace, justice, and compassion. Its core tenets revolve around the belief in one God and treating all beings with respect and dignity. This journey of understanding requires an open mind, a willingness to challenge preconceived notions, and a genuine desire to engage with the richness and diversity of the Muslim experience. Let us embark on this enlightening exploration, dispelling myths and embracing the true spirit of Islam, a spirit of peace, compassion, and understanding. Myth 1. Islam, a religion of violence? One of the most pervasive myths surrounding Islam is its alleged association with violence and aggression. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, explicitly condemns violence and emphasizes the sanctity of life. It calls for peace, justice, and compassion in all human interactions. The Prophet Muhammad, revered as a messenger of peace by Muslims, consistently advocated for peaceful resolutions to conflicts and stressed the importance of forgiveness and reconciliation. During the Prophet's time, Muslims faced persecution and were forced to defend themselves against aggression.
Reggie, what's Reggie doing? What's that
No,
noise, Reggie?
would you hear a noise here?
Why you? Yeah. Did you move the mic?
No,
Did you?
I hit my mouse.
Did you? Okay, that's what it was. I could hear it.
Man, that's
Listen,
crazy.
I could hear
I was looking
every.
at the comments.
Okay, what comments? Oh, hello, Dean. Dean, hello. And how are you? Oh, Deep State Annex is I have a video of a Palestinian father marching their child to an Israeli checkpoint, demanding the soldiers harm the child. Why? Why would they do that? Hey, these people. Dean, how are you? My mom was Jewish. My dad was got a DNA test and found out that my dad's dad was Jewish. They were from from Pennsylvania. The Quakers didn't hate anyone. Okay. Islam is such a religion of peace, Armenian genocide, no ethnic cleansing in vast spaces of the Middle East. These are the stories we're going to hear in a minute. You know, they're trying to tell us how beautiful the religion is. So let's do this. Hey, Janisha. Okay, let's go.
The Quran's verses permitting warfare were revealed in this specific context, outlining strict guidelines for self-defense and emphasizing the importance of proportionality and avoiding harm to innocent civilians. It's essential to approach this sensitive topic with nuance, avoiding generalizations, and recognizing the diversity of interpretations within Islamic thought.
This is just cherry
The
picking.
Quran speaks peace, justice, and self-defense. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, serves as the primary source of guidance for Muslims worldwide. Contrary to popular misconception, the Quran strongly condemns violence and advocates for peace, justice, and compassion as fundamental values.
Mm.
One of the most frequently cited verses in the Quran that highlights the sanctity of life is, "Whoever kills a soul unless for a soul or for corruption done in the land, it is as if he had slain mankind entirely. And whoever saves one life, it is as if he had saved mankind entirely." 5:32.
Right. What number? Wait, let's see. Number?
Furthermore,
Wait,
the Quran
let me take that back. I need that. I need that
cited
number.
verses in the Quran that highlights
532.
the
I think
sanctity
it
of
said.
life is, "Whoever kills a soul unless for a soul or for corruption done in the land, it is as if he had slain mankind entirely. And whoever saves one life, it is as if he had saved mankind entirely." 5:32.
Okay, 532, right? So he's trying to tell you that the Quran said, we don't do violence. Anyone who kills one person is like you kill the whole of humanity. Oh, there are conditions, right? Hold on a second. Let's do this. So it's Quran 5:32. Okay, right. Quran 5:32. Now, Now, the thing with these verses is you should start with one or two verses before, so you can have a feel for what they're saying, right? So, um, okay, let me share this screen. Can you guys see? Can you guys see this? It's 5:30.
I
So can
can.
you see it, Reggie?
Yeah,
Can
I see.
everyone see it? Okay. So this says, this is why we ordained for the children of Israel that whoever takes a life, listen, listen, whoever takes a life, unless as punishment for murder of me or mischief in the land, right? When that guy was saying that thing in that video, you notice how he omitted as a punishment for murder or mischief in the land, right? The Quran says whoever takes a life but gives conditions, right? You take a life for murder or mischief in the land. But these people always conveniently leave this part out when they're saying this. Listen. I want you all to go. I'll take you back to what he said so you can see how he omitted this. But let's finish this verse. It says, it will be as if they killed all of humanity. And whoever saves a life, it would be as if they have saved all of humanity. Right? Now, when I asked Muslims, what do you mean mischief in the land? Basically, see what we're doing right now? What we're doing, speaking about Islam, would be considered mischief in the land.
Hmm.
An apostate coming out and speaking about Islam, that will be considered mischief in the land, and that is punishable by death. The Quran allows. Can you see those two reasons why the Quran allows, but somehow they always miss this out.
I wish I spoke Arabic because the Quran, to me in English, it doesn't make any sense. None of it.
No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Let's go back and listen. Please, guys, just listen and see how we've conveniently omitted this here. Okay.
In all human interactions. The Prophet Muhammad, revered as a messenger of peace by Muslims, consistently advocated for peaceful resolutions to conflicts and stressed the importance of forgiveness and reconciliation. During the Prophet's time, Muslims faced persecution and were forced to defend themselves against aggression. The Quran's verses permitting warfare were revealed in this specific context, outlining strict guidelines for self-defense and emphasizing the importance of proportionality and avoiding harm to innocent civilians. It's essential to approach this sensitive topic with nuance, avoiding generalizations, and recognizing the diversity of interpretations within Islamic thought. The Quran speaks peace, justice, and self-defense. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, serves as the primary source of guidance for Muslims worldwide. Contrary to popular misconception, the Quran strongly condemns violence and advocates for peace, justice, and compassion as fundamental values. One of the most frequently cited verses in the Quran that highlights the sanctity of life is, "Whoever kills a soul unless for a soul or for corruption done in the land, it is as if he had slain mankind entirely. And whoever saves one life, it is as if he had saved mankind entirely." 5:30.
Okay. Is it me or what? How can you say that your Quran does not promote violence, but the very verse that you've quoted is talking about you can have people killed for murder, right? That's a different subject. But for corruption in the land, Reggie, Reggie,
Do you know what I took from
where's
that?
Reggie, are you there? In your country, Reggie, if someone were to commit this so-called corruption in the land, the country where you're in, what is the punishment?
Mhm. Okay, so if you're saying if we talked negative about God or anything like that, there's no punishment.
What do they mean by corruption in the land?
You can't you can't do nothing to nobody for that. Now you might get You probably could do something to someone if they come on your land and you tell them to get off and they don't. Yeah, but you can't do something just because of that. No. But you know what I took from that?
Yeah, what
Because
did
like I
you
said,
take?
I'm learning a lot about the Quran every day.
Yeah.
Every religion is just like they got a Jew phobia or something. Like, why does
Mm,
everybody want to be a Jew so bad, so
mm.
bad? And then when you just read
Reggie,
that, I'm like, the Jews, and I'm
Reggie,
thinking like, is we reading the
Reggie,
Quran, the Bible,
Reggie.
the
I don't,
Torah? What?
Reggie. I don't
What is
think
it?
the Muslims are trying to be Jews. They want the Jews gone.
Well,
They're not
well,
trying to be Jews. They want them gone.
listen, that's what I always thought. But it seemed like when you read that verse to me, maybe I don't know, maybe just the Quran confuses me because the way it's written. But I swear, when you read it to me, you had it on the screen. It's like the land of the Jews, like they're referring to
No,
themselves
did
as
it
a
say
Jew.
the land of the Jews? Hold on.
Yeah, put it back up there.
Okay, all right. I
I
put it
know I
back.
see something
Let's see.
about some Jews. I know I did.
This
This is
is
why
why we ordained for the
for the
children of
children of
Israel.
Israel.
Oh, so this is for the children of Israel. Why only?
I
Shall
don't
we
know. Well,
read the
maybe
verse before it?
maybe I'm stating maybe I'm misstating what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm trying
Hold
to
on.
say that why is everybody in competition to be an Israelite? Or I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know. I don't
So,
know.
what number is this? This is 32. Okay, let's see. Read the full surah. What is it? The full surah. Let's go to 31. Right, let's see. 31. Sorry, I'm scrolling so fast, guys. I'm not trying to make you all dizzy. Some people are sensitive
All,
to.
all Abraham religions are so much alike, but so different at the same time. It's crazy.
Okay, 31 says, Then Allah sent a crow digging a grave in the ground for a dead crow. Reggie, Reggie. Allah sent a crow. Allah sent a
Dig in
crow
the
to
ground
dig
for a dead
a
crow
dead
orders
crow,
the corpse of his brother.
huh? In order to show him how to bury the corpse of his. He cried, Alas, have I even failed to be like this crow and bury the corpse of my brother? So he became regretful. Is
I
it
don't
me
sound
or
nobody.
what?
I don't
And
sound nobody
the
can
very
believing
next
in bullshit.
verse. Wait, hold on. 31 is talking about crows. You go on to the next talking about the Jews.
That whoever takes a
Make
life.
it make sense.
Mm-mm. I just think I got dumber
Oh
in the
no.
past 2 minutes. I don't know.
Make it make sense. I don't even know what's happening next.
Again, that's why I wish I spoke Arabic because they can't be talking that crazy in Arabic because the shit don't make no sense. None.
I mean, okay, Walk has put us a link here. Let's see. Walk, what's that link you've put here? Let's see here. Guys, is it me or what? Guys, please be honest in the chat.
Force anyone to become
Just
Muslim. And on
So
the other hand,
Robert X, you see what
telling us
he's saying?
hey Robert X. What's Robert X saying? Robert X. What are you Robert X, what are you saying? And how are you? Says, Oh, you don't like my religion? You're a Christian Islamophobic? No. If that would be the
See,
Tsar, then every Christian and Muslim would be an atheist phobic. Guys, look, at the end of the day, these are beliefs, right? These are beliefs. And beliefs are not beliefs are just people's ideas, people's feelings, people's thoughts, people's how they see the world. They've put it together in a book, right? It is one thing for someone to have a belief, it's another thing for it to be true. So hopefully, when we do this sort of deep dive, it will get people really asking the question, could this religion be true? This isn't mocking, right? Because now somebody will come along and say, you're mocking the religion. This isn't mocking. This is taking it apart, you know? We're putting the lens right in there and asking, does this make sense? And we are very valid in doing so. People are converting to this religion. I've heard somebody say she reads the Quran, it gives her peace.
How?
I am telling you, she reads
It
the
make me
Quran,
feel
it
stupid.
gives her peace. Reggie, I will find Reggie, I will find you that video and I will send it to you. Yes, she reads it and it gives her peace.
The Quran is not for people that smoke weed because that shit is just like, why the fuck am I reading this bullshit?
Hey, Miss Annie. No, don't be
Uh,
sorry for the typos. It's okay. I mean, sometimes typing is a bit of a. You
you see
see,
what this is?
look. Boss Hog says this shit makes no sense. I agree with Rich. So this is us just, you know, let's ask the questions. Let's do a deep dive. Now, if the religion is true, if the religion is authentic, if the religion is accurate, if the religion is everything it claims to be, it will it will show itself as, you know, as that. Reggie, stop laughing. Listen,
I came to
guys,
comments they saying all kind of silly shit.
I'm going to kick him out of here.
No, look what they saying.
I'm going to kick him out of here. This Oh,
Uh,
man, Islam is the is a bastardized version of Christianity. Ooh. And you know, Danisha is ex-Muslim. Danisha is also ex-Muslim. So you all, at least from this, we who were not Muslims, right? We're looking. Okay, this is the text. This is the fastest growing religion. What's it really about, right? This is what we're doing here, and Allah is sending a crow to go and bury another crow. So
so what I'm supposed to do? Grow a beak? If he's teaching me how to bury my dead brother, right? Where do they sell beaks at in those days? Like that shit just like it really just blew my high. Like just seeing that on the screen, like that shit just pissed me off. Like, how am I learning from this, bro? Like I wish I could
okay,
have been alive in them times. I probably would have got hung or whatever, but I would have been like Allah, Muhammad. What the fuck is you talking about, bro?
that's it right there, Reggie. Then Allah sent a crow digging a grave in the ground for a dead crow. So this crow was sent by Allah to go and dig the grave for another dead crow, right? So Allah's doing this in order to show him how to bury the corpse of his brother.
Oh, so he's saying he teaching the other bird. I'm thinking the point is like so a human can see a crow picking up a crow. So are you saying that what that means is he's teaching the damn bird how to bury his brother? That's what that means?
Wait, okay. It tells you what he's trying to teach him, Reggie. It says, he cried, alas, have I even failed? Now the crow is thinking or talking or, I don't know, processing what's happening. The crow is saying, alas, have I even failed to be like this crow and bury the corpse of my brother? So he became
Mm,
regretful. Who is being regretful? The crow?
mm, okay. Now I get it. So he taught the crow how to be a pallbearer. That was a lesson in this story. Cool. I get it now.
I do not get it. I'm glad
I,
you get it because I do not.
it makes
Hey, dog.
it makes perfect sense. It makes
No, it
perfect sense.
doesn't make to you. It
Yes,
does. To
bro.
me, it
Yes, it do.
doesn't.
Listen, listen. This is the same person who the first thing he ever created was the pen.
Okay.
Makes
If you say
perfect
that,
sense.
okay. If you say that, Reggie. If you say that,
It makes
I'll
sense.
give you that. Okay. So get into this video. Let's see.
no compulsion in religion, meaning we cannot force anyone to be. On the one hand, we have the Quran telling us that there is no compulsion in religion, meaning we cannot force anyone to become Muslim. And on the other hand, we have the Hadith stating capital punishment is in place for those who leave, which is applicable in Sharia-run countries after a proper investigation and after giving the perpetrator the chance to repent. If someone becomes an ex-Muslim without making a song and dance about it by announcing it to the world on social media, they can just get on with their lives, even in a Sharia country. But those who choose to make it public when in a Sharia country are violating that country's law, as it is seen as disrespect to sacred faith with a motive to harm others by leading them astray. The logic behind this is if that person is outside the bounds of what is halal in Islam, they're capable of forbidden things like lethal violence, rape, theft, etc., all of which is haram for Muslims. Obviously, this law is not applicable in the West, which is evident through the numerous ex-Muslims on social media with massive brands built on constantly demonizing Islam whilst making a living from it. Also, average citizens in a Sharia country can't carry out the punishment for apostasy, as only the authorities in those nations have that power. On the one hand, we have the Quran telling us that there is no compulsion.
No compulsion.
She sounds so
But
stupid. You hear what she said? She was like, only the
no,
laws in those
I think
countries
she's
can
an
carry that out.
ex-Muslim. I'm not sure, but I've followed her account. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the video what we were watching earlier on. Okay, right. Let's see. Shit, this one. Right. Let's go back here. They are debunking the myths and misconceptions and the things that people have got wrong about Islam. So let's see. Okay, what next? Tell us. Is that true, guys? Does the Quran really do this? Calls the Muslims to be merciful? Does the Quran really call them to be peaceful? When you go and type, right? Just see, hold on. 1 second.
That's crazy how she said pretty much verbatim. In Sharia countries, if you speak down on not being a Muslim anymore, that pretty much they'll kill you. Well, she didn't say kill you, but she said it's against the law for sure.
Now, I've gone here, right? I've gone and typed how many times does the Quran say fight? Right? To fight. Now, we've got over 70 times that the Quran says to fight, right? Violence in the Quran. Let's do this. Ooh, right.
Dead gang, Buzzhawk. That's how gangs talk here. Blood in, blood out.
Mm. The Quran contains verses believed by Muslims to be revealed by the Prophet, right? Some are exhorting, just here, right? Okay, let me start from beginning. The Quran contains verses believed by Muslims to be revealed to the Islamic Prophet Muhammad at different times and under different circumstances. Some exhorting violence against enemies, exhorting violence against enemies, and others urging restraint and conciliation because some verses abrogate others, right?
That's dangerous.
Right, let's see some of those abrogation. This abrogation thing, I don't really understand abrogation. I do not understand abrogation. But when it comes to violence, when it comes to fight, oh my goodness, it's so many times that the Quran uses the word fight those who this, fight those who that, fight. Mm-mm.
I bet you that's
Let's
not
see.
what it says. I bet you that's not what it says in Arabic neither. It's probably something 10 times worse than fight.
Wait, hold on. Let's see what this person has written here. When you go to, I like Quora. Oh no, can we not see? I think I have to be signed into Quora. I'm not trying to do that. Oh yeah. Where did it go? Hey Quora, where did my no? How many times the word fight counts? Okay.
Buzzhawk,
Oh,
let's keep
free
it real.
trial. Wait, Quora has become a paid. I ain't doing that. No, I'm not
I'll
doing
never
that.
pay
Y'all
for
can
that.
keep your, you can keep your jihad in the Quran, right? Okay, let's see. Surah Al Baqarah. How about Surah Al Baqarah? Let's see, what does Surah Al-Baqarah say? Here we go. Reggie, fight in the cause of Allah. Only those who wage war against you but do not exceed the limits. Allah
What are
does
the
not like
limits?
transgressors,
What
right?
are the limits?
Kill them. Kill them wherever you come upon them and drive them out of the places from which they have driven you out of. For persecution is far worse than killing, and do not fight them at the sacred mosques unless they attack you there. If they do so, then fight them. Just Reggie, this is God, the creator up there. He has his selected people, right? He's special people, and he's telling them, fight, fight.
The scary thing about it is the conditions on which you are an enemy of Allah. That's the scary part to me, because if you just don't believe in him, you are his enemy. So all this stuff that you're reading applies just for people that aren't Muslim. And I don't think under those conditions, or with that being said, that you ever can call yourself a religion of peace. Because just because I don't believe you, that gives you the right to do all that stuff? No.
Yeah, come on. So Gerwalk says, abrogation is changing the religion. Wait, how do you change the religion if this is what was sent directly from God?
They do the same thing in
Gerwalk,
Christianity.
how? No, but you can't change God's word. Can
True.
you? What do you mean change? What do you
But you
mean?
know but you gotta think Afro though. They're doing it, they gotta dumb it down. They gotta dumb it down because this is a different generation. If they see the original text, just think about if we're talking about the Bible, right? If
Uh,
if if a person really knew the original text, what it said verbatim, there's no way that you would believe it. Quran, the
but
same thing.
Reggie, Muslims pride themselves on their religion being intact, right?
True.
As it is the only one religion where these words have not been altered. These words have remained, is airtight. It is fixed like this. But now we're changing things.
But look, the only people that can, I mean, even though they're lying, but the only people that can even
As
say that with a straight face is natural born Arabic speakers. Listen, you know for a fact, they don't even know what it
what
say.
they're reading, they
Listen,
don't.
Allah don't even understand you if you don't speak Arabic. So it's a miscommunication here. You feel me?
Allah
Just
don't
like,
even speak your language.
listen, I'm gonna speak on a situation. I was talking online to somebody, and he was a black kid. He was from the UK, and he was a new revert, convert, whatever. His parents was Christian, right? So he converted over there, and so we got to ask him questions, ask him all kind of stuff, right? And there was a person that was born
Dear
into Islam,
boy.
a person from,
I've just seen that boy. Hey, that boy. Hey.
there was a person from maybe Saudi Arabia or one of them countries like that was in the conversation too, and he told him like, "Well, what's your name? Your new name?" And he didn't even know it. And it pretty much before the conversation was over, we came to the conclusion that when he converts, he has to get a Muslim name, and he don't even know it. It's sad.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I see a lot of people, I've converted. And Reggie, you see on the TikTok lives, when we have conversations with these people, they don't half
Mhm.
the time they don't know what's in the books. They don't know have no clue at all.
Right.
Okay, dog. Dog, how are you doing? Long time no see, dog. It's been a while. We should catch up. Dog, at some point. Muslims per se are beautifully humane. They are indoctrinated into the cult. Exactly. This is
Mhm.
not about Muslims. This is not about individuals. This is about the ideology. This is about the religion. If this
Right.
was truly sent by a God, why is a God happy to watch people fight? Why is a God happy to watch humans fight? Shouldn't we be doing everything to not make humans fight? Right? I
Yeah.
don't know if it's just me, but just the way I see things. Buzzwalk, you have a Muslim family and Christian. Oh, the women are clueless. Listen, who was the person that said something about the KFC chicken? Right? That women in Islam is like KFC chicken. Uh, KFC. No, it's like chicken supporting KFC.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's finish this video. Right. Okay. Let's do this. It's not going to be a long one tonight. Let's see. Where did it go? Where did that video go? Okay, here.
You who have believed, be persistently standing firm in justice, witnesses for Allah, even if it be against yourselves or parents and relatives. 4 135. The Quran permits fighting only in self-defense and in defense of the oppressed,
Only in
setting
self
strict guidelines for
defense.
warfare,
Mm,
Lies.
emphasizing the importance of civilian
those are
casualties
lies.
and the importance of proportionality.
Myth 2. The
Can you see how they make the women look so gorgeous?
Right.
All
In
the
reality, they'd
women,
be like this.
so the women, the women looking gorgeous. Your wife is Muslim? Oh wow. Mm-mm. That was 4 KFC. Right, Miss Annie? Okay, you're getting back to normal. I'm glad to hear that, dog. Have fun with the other live stream. It's been 6 months, but that's long enough, my friend. Okay. Um. Yep. My wife is Muslim, and my parents are Christian. You see, we look at the Muslim woman. She's gorgeous. She's delightful, and she's Reggie. Reggie,
I'm here.
we date a Muslim woman.
Would I date a Muslim woman?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Okay.
would say. I would say.
That's actually a good, very good answer.
I would
Because
say maybe. It
you
just
never
wouldn't be my
know.
preference.
You never know with love, right? You can love just sometimes. Love is something that okay is one of those, right? You can fall in love with anyone at any time. It happens. So you just never know, Reggie.
I just wouldn't try to. I wouldn't go out there looking like, hey, look, I need me a Muslima in my life. No, I'm not gonna go looking for her because no matter what she do or what she say, I'm not good at lying. I'm not about to sit there
Mm,
and pray
mm,
5 times a day with your ass. I'm not about to think there's no damn gins in the toilet. I'm not about to go to mass with you. I'm not about to keep bending over. I mean, I already don't eat pork, so that would be easy. But all that other ish, I'm not doing it just because you want to sit there and act like a hostage all day. Mm-mm.
mm. But listen, if you get with a Muslim woman, Reggie, I tell you one thing: what's guaranteed, she will be trying her hardest to convert you. She will be doing. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Muslim women are not allowed to marry a kafir. Am I
They're
right
not.
or am I wrong?
They're not. They're not. And
The
I.
men are allowed to marry first because in
Mhm.
the hope of bringing them in, but the Muslim women prohibits it. It's not allowed. Right, guys? Am I right? Am I?
No,
Bozak
you
says that
saying it right. You saying it right.
Reginald is fire. This is
Thank you.
Reginald is fire.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
just keeping it
Right.
real. I'm not about to sit there and lie to you and pretend like I believe some stuff. Just like Santa Claus. I'm not doing it.
No, but Reggie, this is why I've got you here because I mean, you keep it real. You keep it real. There are no mincing words. There are no, um, just going out there and pretending to be something that we are not. You know,
But my
um,
question is to Buzzhawk. He like Muslim women make their own rules. I thought they were submissive. So if you submissive, you gonna stop. kissing Allah ass, you gonna kiss my ass. If anything, hell no. Mm-mm,
Ooh,
mm-mm.
Reggie.
I'm just saying, like, I use that analogy with Christianity. Like, I joke around and say, my favorite women to date is Christians because, I could say the devil made me do whatever. But
Yeah.
for real, I'm not finna date you if you think that every Sunday, right, that you about to take 10% of your money or any dollar amount out this house and give to the pimp. Nah, nah,
Mm,
nah.
mm.
I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that because if you give him that, you'll give him anything. Mm-mm.
See, Danisha says you're right. Men can't marry Christian or Jewish women. Oh, men can marry Christian or Jewish women. Wait, can men marry atheists or people who don't, disbelievers altogether? Disbelievers in the Abrahamic religions. Can they marry those? Women can only marry Muslim men. Can you imagine? Ugh. Mm-mm. No,
Mm-mm.
they
And
are
then
human beings. Like, yeah, right, right.
I
Okay, go
take it
on.
back. I take back what I said. I take back what I said. I just thought about something. It depends on what kind of Muslim she is because I know some of them don't wear deodorant. Hell no.
So you'd be asking, do you wear that? That would be the first thing. Do you wear deodorant?
Oh, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know. As soon as I get close up on you. No, nah.
Means a lot to you, right? How you smell. Oh, okay. Right. Let's.
Would you mess with somebody that's funky?
Of course not. I
So why should I?
look. Listen. I am. I know. I listen. My routine. When I'm stepping out, right? Listen. No, no, no. We can't be caught. We can't be caught smelling funky at all. No, no, no. We can't be caught doing that. Now, the only time when I might have a smell is when I've gone to sleep at night, right? Because I sweat in the middle of the night, right? Sweat, and then wake up the next morning. I'm like, okay, that stinks. I need a shower, right? That's the only time. But otherwise, no, 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 no. If you see my collection of sprays, I've got a collection because no, we are not doing that. We are not doing that at all. Mm-mm.
See, it's different kind of Muslims. Like you see, Denisha is saying that she wore it when she was in it, but there is some. I don't listen. Don't quote me. I don't know exactly which ones. Like, but there is certain Muslims where they don't want the women to wear deodorant because the scent of her will attract another man,
Mm-mm.
and
Astaghfirullah.
he may want to
Ghostword says, Astaghfirullah. No,
rape her.
only once. I shower more during the summer. Okay. How in the world can Islam be progressive? This is a good question. This is the question that we're asking. It's like a religion that was meant for the people back in those times, and we're trying to make it fit in this present modern day times. And it's not working. It's
It's not
not.
gonna work.
It's not. Mm-mm.
The plight of women in Islam. Critics often point to cultural practices in some Muslim majority countries as evidence of Islam's supposed oppression of women. However, it's crucial to distinguish between cultural norms and the actual teachings of Islam, which grant women numerous rights and freedoms. The
Numerous
Quran
rights.
explicitly recognizes
We just mentioned one of them, right? Men can marry whoever they want, but Muslim women, they can only marry Muslim. That's just one. We've not even touched the rest. Okay, Reggie, off the top of your head, what rights do you think Muslim women are denied? Just off the top of your head. Go on, Reggie.
Everything but the right to go outside with a man with you. That's the only thing they can do.
Mhm. Wow.
They probably can fart
This-
too, maybe.
I don't know. Listen. They probably can't. Maybe
No,
there
they
is a
probably
rule against that. I do not know. There might be a rule against that, Reggie. You don't know. We
I
don't
bet I
know.
bet it
Because
is
if
because
if
look,
there if there are rules for the toilet, if there are rules for going to the toilet, you have to take your left leg into the toilet, say those prayers. because a gene can come inside you. Come on, what the?
Listen, I got this cousin. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's institutionalized Muslim, which means that he was, born out in the street a Christian, but been in jail so many times. Long story. Some years ago, I say maybe about 14, 15 years ago, I just so happened to be in the county jail with him, right? So he told me that it's disrespectful if you got a fart. Now, this don't got nothing to do with women, obviously, but he told me it's disrespectful to fart around a Muslim unless you literally, with your pants pulled up now, go in the room, because there's toilets in the room, and sit on the toilet and fart and push the flush button so to suck it down so nobody don't smell it.
No, say that again. Sorry, it's disrespectful to fart in front of a Muslim. Why?
I don't know. I ain't ask him all that because he was trying to convert me, and at the time I was a Christian, unfortunately. So I was kind
Okay,
of like
so you went.
not trying to hear it. I didn't want to hear nothing that he was saying, so I wasn't really listening to the reason why. But yeah, he was telling me that you gotta, because it's like I can't really explain it to you unless you really seen like a toilet in jail. It's a button on the wall, and it's like a
Hmm.
super powered like flushing systems. Like you can feel like the air like when you buy it.
Okay,
So he was saying that it's disrespectful unless you do that.
okay, so you've got to go sit on the toilet and fart
Hmm.
over there. So you're not.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So Danisha says no. That rule was him being nitpicky. Okay. Okay. All right.
Listen,
Oh
don't get me
wow.
to lying. Listen, Denisha, don't get me to lying because I could probably be telling you something that's not true. But he made it seem, well, he said verbatim, it was a Muslim thing. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, some people might just because this whole it's my religion, my religion allows me to do X, Y, and Z. My religion, because it's like a pass for
Right.
everything. Mhm.
To, to your point, Afro, like you were saying about the toilet gin thing, I'm sure, Denisha, you probably didn't practice that, right?
I've never been able to get over that. The first time I heard it, I said, "These people have to be kidding me." They until I went and saw videos of it, I said, "What?
Oh, wait.
These people are dead serious?" Hmm. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Recognizes women as equal partners to men in faith and spirituality.
Equal
It
partners.
states,
They are equal partners.
Oh,
You guys need
man.
to stop with these blatant lies. Come
Right.
on.
She a damn hostage, and he can do whatever he want. That's crazy.
She can't even
Uh,
stay in the same. Reggie, if I was a Muslim woman, it's no way in hell I'll be doing this with you. You're a single man, right? And me, okay, being you, I'm sitting here and you think this would be considered haram.
right. That's
Gosh,
why whenever we talk
people
Islam,
lie.
I'm sorry, I be trying to keep a straight face, but I cannot stop laughing every time we talk about Islam. I swear.
Mm-mm, this lies.
O mankind, fear your Lord, who created you from one soul and created from it its mate and dispersed from both of them many men and women. 4:1. Moreover, Islamic teachings emphasize the importance of educating both men and women. The Prophet Muhammad said, seeking knowledge is obligatory upon every Muslim. Islam also grants women economic rights, including the right to inherit property and engage in
Mm-mm.
business.
That is a lie.
Empowered women examples from history and today. Throughout Islamic history, Muslim women have played pivotal roles in shaping societies, contributing to advancements in various.
Muslim women have paved, right? Indeed. Go and ask the 6-year-old. Go and ask the 6-year-old. In Muslim women, indeed, yeah. 6-year-old. Hmm.
Did she say that Muslim women are allowed to inherit property? Isn't it
That's what she
true that
said.
isn't it true that the only way a Muslim woman can inherit property is if another man marries her? Like say for instance, if she have an inheritance coming to her, the only way she can get it is if she gets married.
I don't even know how the whole marriage thing works. Miss Sadi said this sounds like takia. The takia in this video is strong. It is strong. I think this video is targeted to people that don't know anything at all. Right? Just let's just beautify the religion. You see, beautify our deen. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. That's the trick is knowing what is meant by equal women's rights and responsibilities. Okay, so when they use these words, they mean something. These mean when a woman has rights, rights. Mm-mm. I mean, I know we can go in deep, but of course, because we're not scholars, we're just on the outside looking in, so we can only base off what we've heard or we've learned so far. But no, you are not going to do that to pull a fast one on us. No, no. Talking about, wait, did the Prophet of Islam not say that a woman is deficient in mind?
Mm-hmm.
You,
And her
a
testimony
woman,
is worth two is worth one man.
how can a woman deficient in mind, who the same prophet said women are the most people that are found in the hell are women, and then someone will come and tell me women have rights and women are equal? Are you people okay?
Craziness.
Are we okay in here? Huh? Goodness. It's in the hadiths. Okay. She was 19 by the Muslimic propaganda. I mean, but she herself narrated that she was 6 when the Prophet married her. I mean, going by the surah, well, not surah, the hadith, what's it called? Bukhari. Surah Bukhari, right? Did she not say that she was? I know the Shias don't agree, but hello, the majority of the Muslims is Sunnis. That's their sunnah, no? Is that not their sunnah? Mm-mm. Anyway, this is
Muslim women
foolishness.
don't have left
Fields
or
and
rights.
challenging societal norms. One
Sorry,
No, I just said
ready?
Muslim women don't have rights or lefts.
Right or left? Well, this make all I mean, the women are gorgeous in this video. I mean, I don't put it past them. I think they're gorgeous, gorgeous women, But is this really is this really what's going on? Is this what's, this is a woman, however beautiful this one is now, let her mess up at home. The man will pull out the Quran verse that says, I can beat you. Hello. You have some few bruises.
such example is Khadija bint Khuwaylid, the Prophet Muhammad's first wife. Khadija was a successful businesswoman who proposed marriage to the Prophet, demonstrating her independence and defying societal expectations of her time. Another inspiring figure is
Khadija proposing to the Prophet. And if I am not mistaken, 1 second, give me a second, let's see. Khadija. Okay, there was something I heard about that marriage. Um, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, guys, look at this. I typed something in Google. I typed Khadija's marriage to Muhammad. And look what this says. Muhammad's first marriage to Khadija bint Khuwaylid in 592 when she was 25. When he was 25 and she was either 28 or 41. She was his only wife until her death. That's not true, is it?
Not at all, because that contradicts Aisha. And
Aisha?
then
Wait, Aisha? What about all the multiple? What does this mean? She was his only wife. Oh, until her death. Oh, okay, okay,
uh,
okay. Gotcha. Okay. Until her, yes, that's true. Until her death. It was after she died. Oh, we.
But I got a question though.
We were
How
off.
how how do they not know the difference between 28 and 41? Now, I'll give you
Mm,
I'll listen, I'll
mm,
give you
mm.
28 to 32 or 33. But that's too far off. That's too far off. You can't confuse that.
Right, right. Those numbers, they mean a lot, right? They mean a lot. I mean, hey, Becky now.
And
Eh,
then look what else it says. She had
Becky now. Becky now is that's very important. Reggie, did you know that these people practice FGM? Did you know that?
you're talking about.
Female genital. Yes.
Yeah, I figured that. I didn't know for sure, but I figured that.
I don't think it's uh like a must. It's not a sunnah. It's not one of these but it was there. It was there. And the prophet didn't frown upon it. In fact, he said, listen, I'm not gonna do that because I can't remember word for word what he had said. Because I think he was asked about it and he didn't say no. He just but if anyone can correct me, please, because here we're learning and we're trying to make sense of the religion. So
You're
yeah,
missing
but
something
that's
too.
very important. What's that?
It says she was his only wife until her death in 619, ended their 24-year-long marriage. Now look, it already says she was either 28 or 41. So if she was 28, then that means they got married when she was 4.
No, 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 no,
Right.
no, 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 no. He married her. No, he married her. He was older than she was. No, sorry. She was older than him. His first wife. She was older. But Reggie, the reason why I've pulled this up is the details around the marriage. One second. One second. The details around this marriage. Mm, click.
Or am I
Right.
counting backwards? So, oh, she could
Okay.
have been
So
65. I get it.
Muhammad's first marriage to Khadija in okay, when she was 25 and she was either 20, she was his only wife till death. Okay. After Khadija, Muhammad went on to marry 10 women, right? These are the names of all of them, right? Additionally, the statuses of some other ones are disputed as there has been disagreements among Muslim scholars as whether they were concubines or wives. With the exception of Aisha, all of the women were previously widowed or divorced. The common view is that Muhammad had 7 biological children, 3 sons and 4 daughters, and all but one of them were produced with Khadija. Let's see, Mary. I want to know how that marriage took place between the two. Aha, here we go. Let's see if we okay. Listen to this, Reggie. Okay, Khadija, Muhammad's first wife, was his employer. She was his employer and a woman of considerable wealth who reportedly supported him financially and emotionally. And she also became his first follower when he began preaching the message of Islam. Both her age and marital history at the time of her marriage to the 25-year-old Muhammad remains unclear. She was either 28 or 41 and may or may not have been a virgin, with existence of any previous children also being disputed. Nonetheless, this marriage was the most significant by all accounts. 6 of Muhammad's 7 biological children were produced with her. So, uh, okay. Khadija's death in 619 at the age of either 52 or 65 brought an end to his first marriage and the monogamy of Muhammad, who was 49 at the time. Right? Ah, goodness. I can't seem to see how there was there was something that happened here with this marriage. And I think her father said no. Her father didn't want her to be married to this guy. And she 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 gave him drink. She made him drunk. Guys, if I am mistaken or if I am wrong, please I stand corrected. right? Wait, none of them survived? What are you saying none of them survived? None survived. Come on, Allah. I don't know. I don't know. Eh, okay, guys, am I right or am I wrong that she made her father drunk just so there was something. Let's see, let's see, let's see. She made her father drunk. Ah, here we go. Okay, let's see if we can find this information I'm looking for here. Okay, so the Holy Prophet mentioned Khadijah and said that her father was not willing to let her daughter marry Prophet Muhammad. Hence, Khadijah, listen to this, Reggie. Hence, Khadijah arranged a banquet and invited some of the elite people of the Korah. They invited her father, all ate and drank until they became extremely intoxicated. At that time, Khadijah told her father that Prophet Muhammad had sent a proposal of marriage, so she requested him to please marry her to him. Her father agreed to marry her to the Holy Prophet. So Khadijah had her father, dressed in special clothes. He was drunk. She got him dressed in special clothes according to Arabic customs. When the marriage was conducted and her father came to his senses, he looked at his clothes and asked, "What has happened? Why am I dressed like this?" His daughter told him that you have married me to Prophet Muhammad. He said, "How can I marry you to an orphan of Abu Talib? I swear this can never happen." On this, Khadijah said, "If you say such things, won't you be ashamed in front of the people of Koresh?" She kept on convincing him until he agreed. So, Reggie, marriage started off the premise of just deceiving, just conniving. This is eh, sometimes when I read these things, I'm like, these are the people who are supposed to be speaking on behalf of God. This is the God people. But they're just lies, they're deceit, drunkenness, all these things. I mean, come on. Reggie, what you got to say about this?
My thing is, okay, so you trying to tell me and trying to convince me that a prophet from God had a job. Why he got to work? That's number one. Number two, you trying to
No,
convince me
no, he
that a
was at
20
his job. He was at his job, no?
no, 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 no.
Reggie?
What I'm saying is, so the great prophet Muhammad had to have a job. Number two, they're trying
No,
to
he
convince.
hadn't started. I don't think he'd started his mission yet. I don't think he had started. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he had started that mission just yet.
But what I'm saying is, wasn't his Khadijah his employer?
She was his employer, yes.
Yeah. So how the hell do a prophet from God got a damn job? That's number one. Number two, how in the world do a 28 or a 41-year-old have to listen to anything that they damn daddy say? That's number two. That don't
No,
make no sense.
no, Reggie, she was a woman. Back in those days, the women were subject to daddy. No,
At
the women were,
41,
yes. You had to have your daddy speaks for you. You
listen.
have to have a man speaking for you. Reggie, no, women couldn't just be out here just making decisions on their own. No,
But think
no.
about it though. Think about it. Do you think that her father would have even still been alive in them days? When she was 41? Hell no. Hell no.
Probably, probably, Reggie. I don't know.
Man, come on. And if he
But
was,
no,
ain't
no.
no.
But hold on, hold on. These people married early, Reggie. These people married early. Maybe he was 17 when he had his first child. So who knows? Who knows?
Listen, listen.
Who
At
knows?
28 or 4, listen. She's a fucking boss. She's 28 years old or 41. She got her own business. She got her own, daddy who? Daddy who? Come on now. That none of that
See?
don't make no sense.
Look, see, Miss Masani, yeah, women went from daddy to hubby. No, there was no, we're making decisions. No, decisions. Are you okay? Women were deficient in mind. Women could not make choices. Never
Listen,
mind free will. Women had no free will.
listen, I'm not disputing that, and I give you that. Listen, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But
Hmm.
41, listen, 28 is come on now, come on now, come on now.
She may
She didn't
now
made it.
don't forget she may have been 28, not 41. There's
Okay,
there's that disparity, is that age gap. So who knows?
listen, let's say she's 28. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
made it to the top of the goddamn food chain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She done made it so far in life that she got people that work for her. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Ain't no
Mm-hmm.
way that she gotta listen to what her daddy say. Her dad probably worked for her. It don't make no sense. None of this shit don't
No, no,
make no
no,
sense.
no, no, Reggie, no. She may just be, because this might just be her daddy's rich. Her daddy is rich, and she's just, rich man's kid. I think that's what's happening here, Reggie. She's just a rich
Maybe.
man's kid. Yeah.
Maybe, but it's definitely saying that she's his employer. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
she's
either
she's she's Mohammed's employer, not her father's employer. She
that's what I'm
needs her
saying.
she
That's
needs
what
her
I'm
father to
saying.
make the decision for her to marry
Listen,
Mohammed.
that's what I'm saying. She has the right to say, Muhammad, jump, bruh, go crack the moon, do this, do that. She can tell him what to do. So even if it's the same exact way that you saying it, like say for instance, if her dad really is the boss, right? Then
Hmm.
that means Muhammad is a slave. Think about it. None of it makes sense.
Yeah, and this is why, Reggie. This is why he stayed monogamous while he was married to her. But as soon as that woman died, boy, mm, look, our days of monogamy ended fast. We were just out here just marrying, marry, we take just because she was rich man's kid. So we couldn't mess around, right? They would have told him where to go. They would have sorted him out. Hmm.
Yeah, but I think her dad would have put her out by then. Like, if she 28 years old, you just run around here. She probably doesn't matter what she probably was doing on break to Muhammad when wasn't nobody
For those
looking.
interested, you see, look, her family was definitely wealthy, of course. Of course. Okay, let's finish this video. This was Reggie. This video is only 7 minute video, but look, we've been over 1 hour on a 7 minute video. My
Fatima
goodness.
al-Fihri, a 9th century scholar who founded the University of Al-Qarawiyyin in Fez, Morocco. In contemporary times, Muslim women continue to break barriers and excel in various
Yeah.
fields. From Nobel Prize laureates like Malala Yousafzai to renowned athletes like Ibtihaj Muhammad, Muslim women are challenging stereotypes and inspiring future generations.
Myth 3: Muslims and the Wall of Separation. The notion that Muslims are inherently incapable of integrating into Western societies is a dangerous myth that fuels prejudice and discrimination. In reality, Muslims have been an integral part of Western societies for centuries, contributing to their social, cultural, and economic fabric. Islam encourages its followers to be upstanding citizens and contribute positively to the
So look at Muslim woman in comparison to the other one. We need to try and show that no, if the Muslim woman is not dressed like this, she's dressed like the other one, right? This is the thing. They try to paint this picture that modesty, because the other people, they're just out here just. But no, not everyone dresses like this. Not everyone. Come on, people. I know this is for a video, but this is the picture. I mean, I hear Muslim men talking about, oh, you guys just want to go out there and show your butts and show your nakedness, right? Because they suffer. Muslim men suffer when they see a lady like this. They have to lower their gaze. Reggie, did you know that men have to lower their gaze?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Hmm.
They have to lower their. So when they see a lady dressed nice and coming, they have to lower their gaze so that they are not tempted.
It's pathetic. That's how
I
you
mean,
know. That's how you know Islam is not African. It's not. That's to me. That's
mm,
hardcore proof. Because if you think about it, like there's a lot. I'm not gonna say all, obviously, but there's a lot of traditional African tribes where they wear next to nothing because it's hot as hell, and everybody is perfectly fine. With Islam and other religions, what they try to do is they try to suppress a woman so much that she has no identity, no femininity to her, no nothing. And their
mm.
excuse for that is that, oh well, if she shows what any part of her body, if I rape her, it's her fault. Come on, man, that's craziness.
Mm. They put it back on the women and
Yeah,
make it look like it was her fault. It was the way she was dressed. It was,
yeah.
why did she go to that house? Why did she talk to that man? Why did it was always her fault? Never the degenerate who could not control his own emotions. Mm.
well-being of their communities. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The best of people are those who are most beneficial to people." Muslims, like any other religious or ethnic group, hold diverse views and come from various cultural backgrounds. It's essential to avoid making sweeping generalizations about an entire community based on the actions of a few. Promoting interfaith
So you're saying to not make generalizations, but what are we doing here? The video, right? We've got look at the difference, right? The difference is, if I mean, here, this is trying to paint the picture that if you're not dressed modestly like the Muslim woman, then this is way to go. So let me ask the ladies watching right now in the chat, right? I mean, do you go out showing off everything? I'm I'm top heavy, right? I'm top heavy, and so I'm very conscious of what I'm showing, right? Very conscious. When my bits are hanging, and it just makes me very very conscious and uncomfortable, right? So I'm not trying to show. Most of my clothes are usually, because that makes me feel comfortable, makes me feel like, okay, now at least I'm not and that has a lot to do with my growing up in Christianity, where you
It has
couldn't show off
everything.
anything.
Everything.
Okay, okay,
Everything.
true. I completely agree, completely agree, because I do say deconstructing is a journey. It is a whole journey of deconstruction. There's never an end date to your deconstructing from religion, right? There's never an end date. It's a
Right.
process, right? You keep there, because they're things that you have adopted over the years. They're ideas, bad ideas that you have adopted from religion, that you have to read
Hmm.
yourself from. So yeah. So Tanisha says, I'm both top and bottom heavy. I am too, both top and bottom heavy. And so it's you can, I'm sure you can relate, Tanisha. See, these days all I've got is cleavage. uh Listen, cleavage is good. Cleavage is good, and if you show it off, nothing wrong in, just, yes, go out there and, you know be your beautiful self. Absolutely. Don't let anyone tell you that you should go and hide or cover up or go and do. Just be out there, be yourself, and, just, yeah, I'm not going to come and tell you, oh, be decent or be modest. It's not my place to tell anybody how to dress. It's not my position to dictate for another person how they must look. No, that's all on you. All on you. So long as you're happy, so long as you're comfortable, so long as you feel, on top of the world. Absolutely. Go ahead and do that. What's
But
Buzzhog? What's Buzzhog about?
my
Buzzhog? What's
thing,
it?
my thing
Go
is
on.
like you got to realize like whose mouth this is coming out of. Like, it's no different than
Mm,
when you hear we talk about religion and how old a female should be to submit. It's always a man talking about it. So when you hear religious people talk about, well, women shouldn't do this, women shouldn't do that. Number one, that's not your business. But to my point that I was bringing earlier, like growing up in church, seeing people in church, think
yeah.
about how these people are dressed, like
Mm,
females or women. They've got these
mm-hmm.
dresses on all the way down to their ankles. You got men with these suits and ties. Do you really think, even biblically, do you think these people really was dressed like that? Absolutely not. Body shaming is a idea that comes from colonization, right? Um, being obscene and being like with your body being showed, that comes from colonization. Back to my point about in some parts of Africa and other traditional places like South America, North America, all that, a lot of times when they were in hot climates, they wore next to nothing, especially women. And there was plenty of men running around looking at them, you know what I'm saying? But never got excited or never wanted to try to do something because they see these things. But now, if you got
Mm.
a culture that invades and comes from where a cold climate where they dress like this all dang on day, to them, when they see that, it's like, oh my God, I've never seen an ass like that. That comes from them, period.
I'm going to show you, I want to show you something. Just 1 second. Show you. So, the church I grew up in as a youngster, my formative years, right? The very important years of my life. This is the way we dressed. The women you're about to see, this is their wedding day. If on the wedding day, this is how they dress, can you imagine what they're like on other days? Just have a look. This right here. Look, can you see? The head is covered. This is covered all the way to there. Neck covered, right?
Hmm.
Dress flowing all the way. No earrings, no jewelry. Oh, Reggie, deodorant. No deodorant. No. This is how I grew up, right? Look, even wearing heels. Look at this is the way. This is modest. This is the church I grew up in, right? Look at the way. This is someone's wedding day. Just look how bland she looks on her wedding day. Look, look at this. Just and look. This is the dressing. This is so. Tell me, how is this different from Muslim women? How is this different? Same different.
Hmm.
Same. This is how on the wedding day. This is how you're supposed to be dressed. This is ridiculous. And so, can you imagine growing up like this, and then now, uh, it is hard to now be out there and showing things because it's you become this becomes part of you, you know. So those
Like,
days,
I
look
just
at
don't
this.
understand how any black person can associate with what they got on and think that's natural for them to be wearing that.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
It
It's
don't even look
crazy.
right on
This
her.
is crazy. It's just like getting a bed sheet, right? Just get a bed
Hmm.
sheet and just throw it on. Mm. All right, let's finish this video. Let's see. Just get a bed sheet, just throw it on them, and that's it.
Dialogue, cultural exchange programs, and initiatives that foster understanding and respect among different communities can help break down barriers and dispel misconceptions. Building bridges, integration, and community coexistence. Building bridges of understanding and fostering harmonious coexistence between Muslims and non-Muslims is essential for creating a more peaceful and just world. Education plays a vital role in dismantling stereotypes and fostering empathy. By incorporating accurate information about Islam and Muslim cultures into school curricula, we can
Huh?
equip future generations with the knowledge and understanding needed to challenge prejudice and discrimination. Interfaith dialogue initiative.
I'm not sure about it being in the school curriculum. Mm-mm.
I
Yes,
don't like
maybe a
it either,
basic
but
understanding of religions, just religions as a whole, but about going into, teaching religion, teaching Islam as a whole subject on its own. No. You want that? Go to a Muslim school, go to an Islamic center, go and do that there, right? We should be talking, teaching about religion as a whole. All, well, you can't teach all religions, but fundamental religions, right? The main ones, you teach that, but not teaching
you know what they're gonna
Islam in
say though.
school.
You know what they're gonna say. I,
What are
I
they
I don't
going to
think that
say?
I don't think that they should teach it in school, but I don't think they should teach none of it in school. But a good argument for Muslims is, oh, well, in the United States, in some
Oh yes,
classroom, they get the Ten
yes.
Commandments. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're
Oh
gonna say.
gosh. Mm. That's what they're going to say. And they're right in saying that. They really are
Probably.
right in saying that. Because I mean, why should the Christians have that and we can't, So listen, you just take it all away. Take it all away. Just take it all away. Right?
Right.
Teach about religion. No indoctrination or special treatment. Exactly. Right? Clan folks had only bed sheets. The clan folks, yes. This is like the KKK. I mean, that kind of dressing. How in the hell do they manage those damn hot flashes in all that fabric? That's a good, and so, some of them in very hot countries, very hot. Mm, mm, mm. Teach about the history of religion. That's it. Yeah. Teach about the history and what religion would you find in what part of the world, and that's it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
And teach them that it's all a
Gosh.
myth.
Ish. Yes, and the books, the holy books should have disclaimers right in the front. Believe at your own peril. Believe at your own risk. Let's finish this, Reggie. Okay, let's see.
That bring together people of different faiths, provide valuable platforms for sharing perspectives, dispelling misconceptions, and building relationships based on mutual respect. Media representation also plays a crucial role in shaping public perceptions of Islam and Muslims. Highlighting the positive contributions of Muslims to society can help counter prejudice and promote a sense of shared identity.
Nah, 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 nah. This right here, this. How are we doing this? No, how are we doing this? How is she in the midst of these men? Is any of them her maharam? Is that why they call it maharam? Her the one who's supposed to take her out. This if any of these are not her maharam, I might be saying it wrong. Then this cannot be. How is this possible? How anyway? Never mind. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I
But
ain't like the
Reggie, do
last
you?
part.
Huh?
I ain't like the last part.
What last part?
How they gonna have what appears to be a Muslim hand holding a black person hand, but you
Okay, let's
wasn't
see.
sitting there cooking. But you wasn't sitting there cooking with the black people.
Where is it?
You'll see.
Should I continue? Okay, all right, cool.
Muslims to society can help counter prejudice and promote a sense of shared identity.
This one? Huh? This one?
Yeah.
So what's this about then? What's this about? Whose hands are these? Whose- I mean, these are just B rolls, so could be anything. These are just.
A call for understanding, embracing our shared humanity. In a world often divided by fear and misunderstanding, it's more important than ever to embrace our shared humanity and recognize the richness and diversity of human experience. Islam, with its emphasis on peace, justice, and compassion, offers valuable insights into how we can build a more harmonious and equitable world. By challenging stereotypes, engaging in meaningful dialogue, and celebrating our commonalities, we can break down barriers and foster a spirit of understanding and respect.
Yes, challenging stereotypes. The same applies to Muslims as well. When you look at the people on the outside, call them kafirs. Say, oh, they're less than you, right? You also stereotype. You also discriminate. You separate yourself from the rest of the people that do not agree with you. So yeah, the same can be said for you as well. The same can be said for you. It's a two-way street. If you want people to not have these stereotypes, then hello, you need to be uh you know doing the same thing as well. You need to be taking a leaf from your own what's the word? You ought to be taking your own advice. Taking your own advice is not a one-way street. Mm-mm. Anyway, I think we're done with this video. I think it's
Let us
done now.
remember
It's
that
finished.
judging individuals based on their faith or any other aspect of their identity is unjust and counterproductive. Each person
Unjust.
deserves to be treated with dignity and
You
respect,
see how she lifted
regardless
up
of
her
their
thing like
background
it
or
stunk?
beliefs. By embracing the
Can
principles
you
of
imagine
compassion.
that? Look at that, Reggie. Come on. This is you see, this is the stereotype we're talking about. You're telling us not to have a stereotype while you're painting a stereotype, making it look like the Muslim one is being victimized by the
Mhm.
woman who's showing off her breasts. I mean, look at this.
Of understanding and respect. Let us remember that judging
Look,
individuals
look,
based on their
look,
faith
look,
or any other aspect of their identity
look.
is unjust
And
and
she just sits
counterproductive.
there.
Each person deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of their background or beliefs. By embracing the principles of compassion, justice, and equality, we can create a world where diversity is celebrated and where all individuals have the opportunity to thrive.
Now you cannot beat. Oh wow, my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. So we've been through just a few of the misconceptions, right? And Reggie, so in a nutshell, would you say that Islam is a religion that that doesn't promote violence?
I would say in a nutshell that that was cherry picking 101. Whenever I have
Mm,
discussions about Islam with people that believe in Islam, what they say when I point things out, like Aisha, jinns, whatever, they say
mhm.
that I'm cherry picking. That video, they cherry picked a few verses,
Right.
misrepresented it, and flat out lied.
Mm-mm. Yes, there was lies in there.
Hmm.
There
Hmm.
was lies,
There was.
absolutely. And if we're trying to, sorry, I'm just doing something quickly. That's why I've got my camera turned off. If we are, if we want people to know exactly what our religion is about, there's no need to lie, because whatever lie you think um you're covering up will still be found out eventually. So what's the point? Why lie?
Right.
Why lie? Why
Right.
lie?
But that kind of is like what I said earlier. You know how the Bible now, compared to maybe 500 years ago, or whichever ones that are older, they're dumbed down versions. Because if you really read the real text, how dark and demonic and evil it really is, it's going to turn away the newer generations. Because, young people don't see things the way your grandmammy thought. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So when they
Right.
see that, they're going to run away from it. So they have no choice but alter these words and water it down and dumb it down for subscribers.
Mm-hmm. So Reggie, remember I showed you this book that I've got, right? Showed you this book that I've got, and it is The Life of Muhammad.
Hmm.
Now, I've only started reading. I've not gone, because just the little that I've started reading, I I couldn't go further because I just thought I'm not getting this. I am not. How is this the one that God has sent to us? How? When
Right.
you've got something like this, let me tell you one story right in here. Um, so this is narrated by Ibn Ishaq. Ibn Ishaq, I think that's it. His name is Ibn Ishaq. So as narrated by Ibn Ishaq. So verse 8, no, sorry, page 8. So a truce was broken by the Meccans in AD 630 when the Quraysh attacked the tribe under Muslim protection. Muhammad marched on Mecca and occupied the city with his little opposition. The Prophet showed great magnanimity in dealing with the capture of the city. Though one was a singing girl, great magnanimity in dealing with his opponents, and only 4 people were put to death after the capture of the city. So Muhammad goes to this place, takes over the land, right? And here he showed great magnanimity, right? Only 4 were put to death after the Muslims took over. Only 4 people were put to death. But Reggie, do you know one of the people what was put to death?
Who?
It says here one of those 4 was a singing girl who had composed satirical verses about the prophet.
That makes sense though.
Satirical verses. Can you imagine? Just imagine that being put to death because you wrote satire. Satire. A singing girl. Come on.
It's
Come
sad.
on.
But that's their whole justification, you know? Right there. Like, if you say something about Allah, they feel like they have the right to take you out the game. But you know what that story reminds me of? The Bears and the bald head man.
Yeah. Elisha. When the bear that's Elisha's story. I think it's one of the cruel, most cruel verses in the Bible. How a prophet is so his ego is so bruised that he prays he I don't know, prays to his God, and the his God answers his prayer and sends 42 bears. There's something wrong with all that story. It just makes
That's why I say the only difference between Islam and Christianity is one makes excuses to date 6-year-olds and the other makes an excuse to date 12-year-olds. That's the
mm-mm,
only difference,
mm, mm-mm,
flat
mm.
out. They both cruel, unjust, and weird.
Do you know about? Okay, let me read this. So, when so um, just listen. Idolatry is an unforgivable sin, and the laws against the making of images and pictures are particularly stringent. Anyone who makes an imitation of any living thing will, on the day of judgment, undergo punishment in hell for a certain period. So listen, anyone who makes an imitation of any living thing, on the day of judgment, they will undergo punishment in hell for a certain period. Usury is prohibited, and all forms of gambling are condemned. Slavery is recognized, but slaves must be treated kindly and even encouraged to purchase their liberty. Women slaves can be taken as concubines. Women slaves taken as concubines. You can have them as sex slaves. The Quran has much to say about the position of women. That position is implicitly defined by the word for marriage, which is the same as the as that used for sexual act. A man may have 4 wives and any number of concubines, but all his wives must be treated equally. A man may divorce his wife, but a woman cannot divorce her husband. The Quran very specifically states that women are inferior to men. Listen, it continues. An injunction to fight the infidel guarantees to those who die in defense of Islam the reward of martyrdom and entry into paradise. People of different faith on whom war is declared. So when the Muslims declare war on you and you have a different faith from the Muslims, um, you are first to be offered the choice to embrace Islam. Choice number one, embrace Islam. Number two, to pay tribute, in which case they may continue to practice you may continue to practice your faith, or to settle the affair by the fortunes of war, in which case captives are made slaves. The men usually being slain, the men will be slain unless they embrace Islam. And one fifth part of any spoils belongs to Muhammad. The he took the lot of the loot, whatever. So they had these three rules. You you So you embrace Islam or you pay tribute, in which case you may continue to practice your faith, which is you pay jizya. It's called jizya, or to settle the affair by the fortunes of war, in which case captives are made slaves, and the men usually will be slain unless they embrace Islam. Reggie, do you think do you think that this is a religion that is for us in 2024 and beyond?
It never was for black people, period, Africans, whatever. And now it's even worse if you're saying as of today, because it's asking for genocide, it's asking you to take captive to any woman and rape her. Um, it's saying kill the men or become followers of nobody really. And it's insanity.
It is. It is. And thankfully, guys, please do not forget to give the stream a thumbs up. Make sure to share. And can we please put Reggie's uh, link again, please? Boss Hawk. Not Boss Hawk, sorry. Get Walk. I apologize.
Thank you, girl. Walk
It's
too.
linked to
Thank you.
his channel. Thank you. And thankfully, Reggie, we can talk about these things. There are parts of the world still where you will be taken out for having these conversations.
It's
So
sad and crazy.
it is crazy that this is what a God up there. That just, I can't. Every time I think about this God up there, and this is what he wants humans to get on doing. This is why I am convinced that that God does not exist at all. What God? We want
It
people
doesn't.
to fight. We want people killed. For what? Satire. Writing satire.
I think the only way your brain works properly is if you are quote unquote an atheist. And the reason why I say that is because you see how you saying all that stuff that you're saying right now? I can
Mm,
just think in my Christian mind, or I could just hear a Christian like, that's crazy. Yep, that
mm,
told you, they ain't nothing but devils. But when you
yes.
tell them that same shit about what they
Yeah.
believe, for example, them damn bears and shit,
Mm-hmm,
they don't
mm-hmm.
see that as craziness. They can't see it.
Good.
It just doesn't make no sense. Like I hate when we get into a live, right? And then Muslims start
Mm-hmm.
agreeing with us when we're saying something about Christians or vice versa. No, get out
Yeah.
of here, bro. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
It's
Bilal.
delusion.
Oh, this is conversation. This Bilal conversation. This is the black man who was the one that was asked to call for prayer. This is the token. This is the token. The token black man. Oh, Bilal, Bilal, Bilal. But hello, Bilal was a slave. It's an insult to tell, because when they want to talk to black people, oh, but there was a black man, his name was Bilal, he was one of the. No, it's an insult to black people, right, to say, oh, but one of your lot was enslaved by our prophet. That's an insult. That
But we
whole
let him go.
Bilal thing. Huh? Sorry.
But we let him go.
No, they didn't. Did they let him go? Did they let Bilal go?
I think so.
Was
After they called him the raisin
No,
head.
was Bilal let go? No, he wasn't. Raising Head was not talking about Bilal. No, that wasn't Bilal. What was talked about? The Prophet was talking about um the one of the rulers. It wasn't Bilal. No, I don't think Bilal was. Guys, does anybody know? Do you think Bilal was let go? Was he let free? Was he let loose?
I may be
Didn't
confusing the
Mo?
stories, but either way, you enslaved a black person and you called a black person a damn raisin head.
Mm, 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 mm. A Raising Head. Yes, he was Muhammad's slave. Did Was he ever let go? Was he ever released? Just think about it. A slave. When you're a slave, what choices do you have? What choices? Where's your free will when you're a slave? Where's your free will? Come on. Okay, you're not sure if he was released. I don't know, but just the fact that he was taken as a slave and he was a black man. No.
Right.
Come on. Come on, people. Anyway, folks, this has been good. And yeah, I do enjoy doing these streams with Reggie, because Reggie, he's very no nonsense, says it as it is. It
Straightforward.
doesn't mince words. Exactly. So thank you, Reggie. When do you reckon you're going to start doing your own lives so we can jump
I
over there?
I think I'm gonna start Sunday. I think I'm gonna start
Hey,
Sunday. I
okay.
want to start around the time where they usually have church here in the United States, so you can have the option of going to church, getting your Willie Lynch reset, or hearing some truth.
Said Willie Lynch research.
That's what you do.
Mm,
If you black every Sunday when you go to church, you
mm,
get your
mm,
Willie
mm,
Lynch reset. It's a
mm,
button. Doop.
mm. Oh
But
man.
tomorrow, I have AAA Sports that I'm doing. That's going to be on my page on YouTube.
Mm.
Sometimes, probably Friday, I probably do Product of the 80s where we talk about sports, politics, current events, things like that as well. But within this week, I'll probably do 2 or 3 shows. So check me out on YouTube.
So you'll follow Reggie, and yes, we will keep on top of what he is doing, right? Yes, the sweet color to Islam. Oh yeah. Uh.
Oof.
About Islam, my journey to Islam, below the story of the sweet color to Islam. I mean, thank you for the stream. No, thank you for being here. You didn't have to be here, but you were here. So thank you, Bilal, the great African Muslim. Just never mind. We will be back again. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be back. Yeah. All right, my people. Yes, indeed. Make sure to like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff, right? Send some, listen, all the engagement matters a lot. You send some super chats and super whatever these things are called. But thank you. And to all my subscribers, all my followers and subscribers, the no, the people who have, gone the extra mile of becoming a member on my channel. Thank you. I appreciate Deep State Annex, um, Robert X, a couple more people. I think we've got someone else. Listen, I would have to put the names together. So just a few, I think I've only about 3 or 4, but it is something, means a lot. It means a lot. It means that you're you trust in what I'm doing out here. And so thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. Yes, that's it. That's Godless Reggie's the link to Godless Reggie's channel. Right.
Thank you again,
So
Jerwalk.
when are you going to come and share your deconstruction story with us, Reggie?
When you got time.
Okay. We'll arrange something, okay?
I'm ready
No, no,
whenever you're
no, no,
ready.
no, no. Denisha, stop it, Denisha. I am not asking that you should. No. At the end of the day, look, it's about getting this message out, right? And you being here, Denisha, always being here. I appreciate you being here, right? So, no, I'm not asking that you should. No, no, no. If you can, it's if you can, but if you cannot, no, you take care of yourself. You take care of number one. All right, right, Reggie?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Denisha, too, for all your comments and stuff and all the information you gave me.
Bilal was
Thank you,
bought
Afro, for
from
having me too.
Umari. No, thank you. No, thank you for being here. I do appreciate. All right, everyone. Good night. Good night, everybody. All right, let's see. Where's our outro song? Right.
Do you have a moment? And this very second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together